Yes, Nashville was never on my radar. I always thought of country music when I thought of Nashville. I had family here also. My wife's sister lived here and still lives here. And we would come up and visit, but we would never really go out onto the scene as far as like delving, because I always had this preconceived notion of country music. When we would come up, we would go to B.B. King's, and that's the only club we would go to because we knew it's okay. It was probably blues, and it's probably some soulful stuff that we can dance to, and it had some groove to it. Was I wrong? I was completely wrong. We decided to move to Nashville, and before we decided to actually move here, we would come up every weekend for a whole month, for 4 weeks, and we would go to clubs. We would just drive around the neighborhoods to see where we would like to live. We would, just see what it was like here. And we got a very, very good impression because not only did we find the people really kind here and helpful and willing to help, I found a very diverse music community. Very diverse. When I started doing more research into the actual scene here, I found out that Jimi Hendrix lived here for a while. And Jimi Hendrix actually, he said he learned how to play guitar when he moved to Nashville. He didn't know how to play guitar until he moved to Nashville. And that really, really set my mind into motion. It's like, okay, if Jimmy could come here and dig the music, I can be a part of this. So we really started honing in on the community here. There's an event called NAMM. It's a huge music merchant festival, basically, that comes here in Los Angeles. I would go to the Los Angeles NAMM a lot. I mean, for the last 5 years, I would go to NAMM. I didn't really know much about the summer NAMM because, once again, I'm under this preconceived notion that everything is country. So last year, we came to the Nashville NAMM, and it was amazing. It was really personal. The Los Angeles NAMM is kind of hard because it's huge and it's hard to connect with people. It's hard to connect with the companies, sponsors, artists, because it's just a big, giant event. But here, I found that it was more personal. It was more welcoming, and you could actually talk with the vendors. You can actually get sponsorships. You can actually meet with the artists. So I met with a company called Personas, and they had a event outside of NAMM during the actual festival, and it was at SEA, which is a recording arts school. I was there, and I met a guy named Roy Future Man Wooten, and he's with Bella Fleck and the Flecktones. And we kind of just hit it off immediately. Since the first time we met, we just knew that it was in a connection. So Roy started introducing me to a lot of the scene here. There's a place called Third and Lindsay where every Wednesday night is funk night, and the Wooten brothers play. And if anyone knows the Wooten brothers, Victor Wooten's a world-renowned bassist, Joseph Wooten's a world-renowned keyboardist, Future Man's world-renowned drummer, and Reggie Wooten's a world-renowned guitarist. So this is one thing I can say about the Wootens is they all have fast fingers. I guess it's in their blood, but they all have fast fingers. So it's just been really cool knowing them, and Roy really introducing me to everyone. And we're working on a music project now since being here. But like I said before, I was just under the wrong impression that Nashville was a country music town. It is, but there's a huge, diverse music scene here. And I was invited to the CMAs last month, and that really changed my mind because I'd say, in my opinion, 80% of the music was pop with a country feel to it. Some of the acts that really blew me away Ariana Grande when she got up and collaborated with Little Big Town. And they did the song Bang Bang. And if anyone knows that song, that's a R&B funky groove dance song. And they did it there at the Country Music Awards and blew the roof off. And then there's Jason Aldean, who's got a really cool song out. And then I was just listening to all the acts, and it was like, wow, this is really diverse. It's just not country. But yet they still brought out the legends like Loretta Lynn and George Strait. And just to let you know that, yes, this is country music, but we are changing, fast. And that's the reason why I'm here.